How's everybody doing today?
Good. Lovely. Not as good as you, though. That's good. Well, Kevin, congrats. Pretty wild fight in there. We see, I think it looks like an ice pack or something on your leg. I heard you got some stitches. I guess physically, how you feeling after a wild one like that?
Oh, physically, I feel great. I feel like I just had a wild night of sex.
I guess, how did the fight play out compared to expectations against Randy? Because, like I said, the first 2 rounds are pretty crazy. The third one maybe slowed down a bit, but for those first 2 rounds, like, it was pretty, like, balls to the wall in there.
Yeah, we didn't even have to slow down in the third one. I mean, if you listen to me, you always slow down. But we didn't have to slow down. You know, if he wanted to go faster, we could have went faster. But, you know, I think he was pretty zapped after that choke, so he was ready to chill. Maybe I should have just sat in the fire and knocked him the fuck out, but, yeah, you know, I guess I was kind of tired, too.
Were you surprised you got out of that choke in there?
No, skinny necks are usually harder to submit. I had him in that. I should have probably transferred over. I started feeling like I really had it, but I should have went over to guillotine and then took top position and then just finished him from top. Actually, we worked on it a couple times with Joseph. I should have just went through some more of our game plans, and then instead of scooting his head to the cage, I probably should have just went side control. What do you call it? The high waist? High side. I should have went high side on him, dropped the elbows, let him turn into me, and then finish the choke there after I cut him open. But you live and you learn. I'll listen more next time.
Considering your history with that choke specifically, it seems like Randy ducked into it himself. Were you surprised that, like, maybe he put himself in that position, considering, like I said, you do have such massive success there?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, he has a skinny neck, and he probably thought that he'd be okay in there. It's like, you know, it's like my little brother, he's 19 years old, and he turns into it too. You know, it's just skinny guys do dumb shit, and, you know, sometimes they get away with it. Skinny athletes, hard to deal with.
And it looked like you got hit by an up kick in there. Did that rock you at all? Because even the broadcaster was like, oh, Kevin ate that pretty flush in there.
It was like, he hit me with 2 of them. It was like ding, dong. Then I came down there and I hit him with some hammer fists, and it was like ding, da, ding, 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 dong. Keep your head spinning. So, yeah, just a good song.
And I assume you might have to take a little bit of time off, considering, like, some of the, like, banged up in there. Like, I guess, when would you like to fight again? I
mean, realistically, stitches heal in a couple weeks, and then after that, a couple more weeks, the skin's pretty much tough, and then the shin always hurts. The shin hurts when I wake up in the morning. So, I mean, if I want to fight soon, I can fight soon. But realistically, guys, I have some horse competitions that me and my son have to do, so I have to go home and get to that.
Priorities, right? And
priorities.
I guess, are there names you still want to fight in this division? Because we always ask you,
I need my rematches. I need D-Rod. I didn't spend all that bail money for no reason. And then I need Mike Malott. He gets past Gilbert Burns, and I like to fight Mike Malott. He doesn't get past Gilbert Burns, then somebody shoot him in the nuts and give me Burns.
Did you actually bail him out in D-Rod?
I mean, he said it.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, brother.
Is there a rematch that you prefer?
Brother, please don't ask the same questions that he just got done asking. Let's be a little more authentic than that. What did he just got done asking about rematches, right?
Right, but I'm just
so
saying,
you can just take the same questions that he asked and put it on your interview.
I'm just saying.
Let's ask something different.
Sure.
All right, come on, try me again.
Okay. And how was the overall experience fighting in Miami in front of the Miami crowd? They seem to enjoy it.
Oh, man, it's fantastic. This is like my 3rd or 4th time fighting in Miami, and every time I come out here, it's beautiful. I love the food. I love the women. I love the environment. And overall, man, you hear that crowd was screaming? Let's go, Holland. Felt like I was in a fucking basketball game. Shit was great.
And what are other things that you'd like to do in your career in terms of, like, fighting in different places or different arenas? Like, is there any other goals that you have?
Nah, man, I fought pretty much anywhere and everywhere I've ever wanted to fight. You know, fought in Cali, fought in Miami, fought overseas before, fought in Vegas. I fought a lot of places. Thank the UFC for it. They put me everywhere and anywhere, and I just want to keep showing up and showing out. And me personally, I would like to do a couple more in Vegas, because Vegas is, you know, it's always been that spot. But if I could choose, man, it'd always be Vegas, Miami, Vegas, Miami, Vegas, Miami. If I could just do those 2 for the rest of my career, man, that'd be wonderful. See, now you're asking good fucking questions.
Thank you, and congrats.
Thank you. I scared the rest of you off?
What horse competitions do you and your son have?
My son, when he first started doing horse competitions, he was doing barrel racing, but now that he's a teenage boy, too old to be doing barrel racing, so he's going to start doing some breakaway roping. After about a year of breakaway roping and some good, you know, strength and conditioning programs, he'll do tie-down roping. Me personally, I do mounted cowboy shooting. I shoot guns off the back of the horse. I just shoot balloons, so I don't think I'm doing nothing special. And then we do a little bit of cutting work as well.
Is that something you got in together, or is that something you introduced to him when you in Texas?
No, my son's the boss of the family. I'm just the bank.
Kevin, right over here.
Yes,
Before
sir.
the fight, Randy said you were kind of trying to be friends with him, like be friends.
Oh,
with
bro,
him.
we already talked about this. Don't do that.
Sorry.
Thank you. Hey, look, guys. Dana always gets on you guys about, asking dumb questions. Now, you guys can take the practice with fighters and ask really, really good questions. And then when he gets up here, ask him even better questions. And you guys will get a lot more feed to be able to go off of. There's no reason to ask the same thing over and over again. Think that you're going to get a different answer. With me, you're not going to get a different answer. You might just get a mic drop, and I might go home and just start smoking a shitload of pot and be like, damn, I'm glad that's over. So if you got some really good questions, let's ask them. If not, fuck it.
Just one more from me. What was going through your head when you dropped him in round 1 there?
Damn, I dropped Randy Brown in round 1? I thought he slipped, but as soon as he hit the ground, first thing that was going through my head was, sub him, sub him, sub him, sub him. Then I got down there and I couldn't fucking sub him. I was like, shit. Now, that was a good question.
Kevin, over here. So in the cage tonight, what was game plan and what was just instinct for you?
Game plan was leg kicks. It's always available with Randy Brown. When you fight Randy Brown, he kind of leaves him there for free. He did a good job turning his leg outside, but not good enough. Getting him down to the ground was one of the game plans. I didn't really have to shoot for takedowns. He kind of just fell down there. High side on the side control. That was one of the game plans. And of course, put him in the infamous Darce choke. See if I could turn a dark man into a sleep man, but that didn't happen.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like your questions.
Kevin, how good is your cutting horse?
We actually just bought a cutting horse from, it's the daughter of Metallic Cat, so you tell me how good she is.
Good. What is the secret to being able to stay on the cutting horse when they're going back and forth so rapidly?
I fucking suck at riding horses. My son's good as shit. You'd have to ask him, It's like my goal is to fall off as many times as I can, and then eventually I won't fall off anymore.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a good one.